Corvain hung up and slid the phone back into one of the pockets of his black cargos. He faded from downtown Boston back to Dorchester, stepping out of a dark alleyway beside a cheap brothel. Under the haze of red-tinged lighting, there was a set of dingy stairs leading to the upper level, syringes and bent spoons littering the treads. Corvain opened Darian's office door and froze. His boss had the tip of a throwing knife in his right hand, the concentration on his face unmistakable. "Don't move," Darian said icily, his blue eyes fixed on a point just over Corvain's left shoulder. Corvain did as he was told, standing stock still, hardly breathing. Darian had trained him, had taught him almost everything he knew about killing. Corvain knew what the man was capable of, how good he was with a blade in his hand. Darian drew his arm back above his head and released the blade in a downward chopping motion. The blade sliced the air perfectly, flying just a hair's breadth from Corvain's ear. The blade landed in the wooden board behind him with a sharp thunk. Corvain released the breath he'd been holding and straightened up. Darian stalked past him to retrieve the blades he must have been throwing at the wall since he'd called Corvain back in. "What took you so long?" "I didn't realize you were timing me," Corvain replied in a cold voice. He entered and stood with his back to the wall. Darian took up the same position as before and took aim once more. Thunk, thunk, thunk. "I have another assignment for you." His voice was calm, level, matter-of-fact. It was a little too calm, unnerving Corvain and sending a chill down his spine. "Why didn't you just text me the details?" Darian looked at him with a hard edge in his pale eyes. "Delicacy is required." Corvain's suspicions were instantly raised. When was Darian ever delicate? When his boss wanted secrecy, it meant it was someone important, not like the piece of shit lesser god he'd killed earlier. Thunk, thunk, thunk. "This is a once-in-a-lifetime hit. If you can make the mark disappear, you'll get paid triple what you usually get. Plus, I'll take 5 years off your contract." The muscle in Corvain's jaw jumped. "I'm listening." Thunk. "You can't fuck this up if you take it." Thunk. "If you do." Thunk. "You know what happens."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.